On this episode of Rush Outdoors, we're after an Empire State buck, then some doe management in New Jersey. And let's not forget member footage with Rush Uncut.
Awesome New York buck. Oh.
That happened fast.
Look at this blood trail.
Got a really nice buck. Crazy. He's down. That's what I'm talking about. Yes!
Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Runnings, your home farm and outdoor store. Closed captioning is brought to you by the Wayne County, New York Department of Tourism. For more information, go to waynecountytourism.com.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rush Outdoors. I'm Realtree Pro Safer Tim Andrus here at Running's Great New York Sportsman's Expo. Come on inside, I'll show you around. Here at the Expo, they have everything for you and your outdoor family. Turkey calls, fishing stuff. Want to buy a boat? They got boats, RVs. Bring the family, bring the kids over the trout pond. It's a whole lot of fun. Here at the Expo, Runnings has a store built right in the middle. They have everything for your outdoor needs, hunting, fishing, outdoor wear. But speaking of Runnings, let's join Opening Day Ray with Pro Safer Norm Whiteman chasing New York whitetails.
Well, the rainy day has also driven Guzzy out of his house, and he came over to the warehouse. He's helping me assemble this old man Millennium tree stand. And we got reminiscent about our favorite buddy, Opening Day Ray from Runnings. Over the years, we've had tremendous success with Ray. That's why we call him Opening Day Ray. Normally, he closes the deal Opening Day every year. That's why we call him Opening Day Ray. Last year, Ray sat with Guzzy the entire day.
Entire day we sat, 8 hours, 9 hours, saw one small buck and a doe, and that was it for Opening Day Ray and myself.
So we decided to put Ray up one more night and try again on second day. Guzzy and Ray didn't have too much luck on the south end of the property, but I happened to be on the north end of the property, and I was waiting for my cameraman to show up that morning, and he didn't show. So I was filming myself. Make a long story short, man, I was in there. It was dark, and I could hear a deer out there, but it was so dark I just couldn't. It was black. And as it slowly got lighter, I could see the silhouette of a deer, and it was only 20 yards from my stand. So I was kind of busted as far as movement goes. And then shortly thereafter, it got light enough that deer picked his head up, and I could see that it was our number one buck. I just shot a huge buck, and I had the camera on him. I didn't hit record. I thought for sure I was recording, and I wasn't. Oh, he is a stud. Wow. You gotta be kidding me. Whew. Look at the character. 11 points. I think that's gonna make an inch. Look at that magnificent animal. I am so happy. That's our number one buck. What a beauty. I couldn't be happier. I could be. I could have been a lot happier if I hit record. Oh my God.
The sights and sounds of Niagara Falls, USA, an outdoor playground for those of all ages. Discover the majestic Niagara Falls and immerse yourself in history, arts, culture, and adventure. From From high-speed jet boats racing through Class 5 rapids, scenic hikes in the Niagara Gorge, or world-class sport fishing in the Niagara River and Lake Ontario, explore more at NiagaraFallsUSA.com or call 1-877-FALLS-US.
The year of the air gun hunter. Umarex Air Guns.
Introducing the Maverick Hunting Blind. Our blinds are designed to last a lifetime, so you can put an end to yearly setup and take down. Our lightweight two-piece design makes them extremely portable. The Maverick blind is built to handle any season. True 360-degree viewing means more opportunities to take your shot. Set it up your way or use a Maverick next-level platform system. Go farther and hunt longer than any other hunting blind. Maximize your hunting experience with Maverick blinds.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Maverick Blinds, Umarex Air Guns, the New York Sportsman's Expo, Niagara Falls, USA, PSE Archery, CVA, Scentlock, Nocturnal Lighted Knox, Muds Boots, Block Targets, IQ Bow Sights, Steel, Orleans County, Quaker Boy, and these fine sponsors.
Second day, we decided to put Ray up for another night, and I took Ray to the north end of the property again, where the activity seemed to be, and we sat all day and never saw a single deer. And last 5 minutes, Ray gets my attention and says, "There's a buck."
What's he behind it? No. It's his broadside right now. He's a nice one. Let him clear. Alright, whenever you're ready.
Meh. Meh.
No, don't. Tree right in front of me. Slide to your right a little. Okay, right there. Take him. Dump them.
Unbelievable. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, he's a nice one.
2 days
He's
away.
a wicked one.
He's a nice one.
He is a wicked one.
He snuck right down that hill.
Yeah.
I didn't notice him until he was right there on me.
Well, you see how it happens.
Oh, he dropped.
You pile them.
Oh my God, what an experience. I had a little adrenaline that time.
Wow.
The adrenaline was up that time. Oh, he should be right over here. There he is. He's a beautiful deer. 2 9s. Thanks, Norm. Thanks for the invite. That's fantastic.
Perfect shot.
Yeah. He's a nice looking deer.
He was one happy guy.
Ray, congratulations. Once again, you keep the name Opening Day Ray.
Rush Topics is brought to you by Vortex Optics.
All right, I'm Joe Pio with Rush Outdoors. This is your Rush Outdoors topic. Trapping. After deer season, I want to stay in the woods. I'm not ready to give it up. So I have properties that as soon as deer season's over, I come in and help clean them up. Clean up the raccoons, the fox, the coyotes, predator call on trapping, keeps me in the outdoors, keeps me out of trouble. So we're in South Jersey, we're allowed to snare here, and I got this gray fox in a snare on a logging road, brush down, fence them in a little bit. So did pretty good. You know, go to trapper's education, get your license, get out there and catch a few critters. Keeps you out in the woods. All right, that's your Rush Outdoor topic, brought to you by Vortex Optics.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by the Black Lake Chamber of Commerce, Caldwell Shooting Supplies, Muzzy Broadheads, Millennium Tree Stands, Carbon Express Arrows, Domain Food Plots Seed and Attractants, Hunter Safety Systems, Clayton Distillery, Thermacell, Flame King, and these fine sponsors.
Up next, our very own Joe Peel, pro staffer from Jersey, with his CVA.
This food plot is based off of this pole. It's right in the middle of, I got a 20-acre rectangle field. In the back 10, it's just about in the middle. Last year, I put a ground blind right next to here, and it's 100 yards away from that block of woods, 100 yards away from that block. I was central, the deer were coming out to feed. I shot a couple with the muzzleloader. This year, we're gonna step it up a little bit. Right in the middle of this field, we're going to plant a food plot. We're going to do illicit, which is radish. We're going to do ½ acre of radishes. We're going to do ½ acre of showstopper, rutabaga, turnips, rapeseed. So I got the spreader loaded up. We're going to do half. I'm going to come back, refill, do the other half. Right around this pole, I want to put a Maverick this year. The wind and the snow was rough on the ground blind out here last winter. So I got incognito. We're gonna plant a little circle right around where I'm gonna put this Maverick, and we're gonna get this Egyptian wheat and sorghum to grow up and help hide this blind. There's a road probably 400 or 500 yards that way, same with that way. I don't want it to be able to be seen from the road. I want the deer to just see a big brush pile, grassy area, and not see the blind. So we're going to put both of the feeds out. We're going to come back and do the circle here, and then I have a drag. We're going to drag everything and hope for rain. They're going to plant soybeans all the way around me. This is going to be a killer plot. All right, this food plot is done. I just used a simple piece of 1-inch MT. It's a 2-walt twin loop behind it, just enough to disturb the soil, cover that seed, and keep the birds and turkeys off of it. Get some good soil contact. I am whooped. It's time to go jump in the pool and cool off. Hopefully get some rain and this works out real good for us this year. All right, just getting set up. I'm in a Maverick in the middle of the field. It was beans. It was cut a week and a half ago. And there's a little bit left that the farmer missed, but pretty much the food is left is the spilled grain and this domain food plot. They eat most of the tops off of these radishes here, but you can see them sticking up. So they're pulling radishes out of the ground, eating the radishes. And turnips are all gone. All the rape is all gone. Brassica is gone. So this is the food source. Hopefully they come on out here tonight and check us out. I got the CVA. This is late season muzzleloader. We're third week of December. And I've had the last 10 days off, hunted hard, nothing to show for it. So this farm, they want me to kill every doe I see. I don't have a buck tag. I already used the buck tag with the CVA. So I can only shoot does. CVA made some noise tonight. CVA accurate. Does came out of the one block that's south of me, worked out to the cut soybean fields. We're working our way closer and closer to the domain plot. The radishes are all poking up and they're just hammering it. And then a shooter buck comes out. For this area, a shooter buck, and there's actually 3 little bucks came out. One was a decent buck, and he started bumping the does, and a whole family group of does came over. That's the lead doe. She nailed me so many times during archery season. It's not even funny. So she had to go, that lead doe. Got the camera on her, stuck the CVA out of the window. With so many windows, you could just grab the window and support yourself, and lined it up behind the shoulder. She folded. All right, end of story for this doe. This doe is the leader of that family group. There was, I think, 4 mature does and all their fawns, and this was the smartest one, man. She would come out of the woods and get down into that Maverick and stall and scent check before she would come into that domain plot, and really beat me all of archery season. But I knew as soon as I get the CVA in my hand, things would change. She stalled out with the group downwind of me, but shooter buck came out of the woods, bumped them, and brought them right to the domain plot. So I know it was only about a 60-yard shot, and I dropped her. So, end of the story for this one. The rest of them are dumb. All right, good thing is I can drive to her. So let's work on getting her out of here.
Hey Joe, congratulations. Can anyone say fresh back straps? For more information on the world-class fishing of Niagara and Orleans County, New York, check out the website listed below. And by the way, put your taxidermist on speed dial. Now it's time for this week's Covert Corner, brought to you by Covert Scouting Cameras. This week we feature a pick sent in by pro staffer Keith Bartholomew. That's why Keith and everyone else, Rush Outdoors, relies on Covert Scouting Cameras.
The shores of Lake Ontario and Orleans County have long been an angler's dream. Recently named the World Fishing Network's ultimate fishing town, Point Breeze offers world-class fishing for lake trout, brown trout, and steelhead, as well as coho, Atlantic, and Chinook salmon. A full-service marina will help with all of your boating needs, while abundant tackle shops and one of the premier charter fleets on Lake Ontario can help you catch your next trophy. Numerous restaurants are available, and at the end of the day, our lodging facilities will provide you with a comfortable place to relax. Hook up with one of our finny friends right here in Orleans County. I love New York.
Clayton Distillery uses farm-based, locally grown raw materials to create vodkas, gins, whiskeys, hand sanitizers, and much more. Crafted in small batches, their products are sold in numerous locations across upstate New York. Clayton Distillery, homegrown, handcrafted, and online at claytondistillery.com.
Nestled in the heart of St. Lawrence County, Black Lake is one of New York's most pristine vacation destinations. Join us for a relaxing day on shore or have an exciting day on the water. Black Lake offers fishing for serious anglers and those looking to create lifelong memories with the family. Stay at the lake at one of our many cottages and campgrounds. For more information, go to blacklakeny.com.
Got some awesome footage for Rush Outdoors, man.
Congrats on your first bird.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Beautiful New York deer.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Moby Dick Charters of Henderson Harbor, New York.
Hey, I'm Norm Whiteman, here with Bob Dick from Moby Dick Charters in Henderson Harbor. We had another wonderful day on the water as always. And Bob, tell us what Rush Uncut's all about.
It's the member portion of our program where you send in your footage and you can be on TV.
Okay, up first we got Joe Sutphin with an archery doe hunt that is awesome. Check this out.
It's pre-rut right now. Bucks aren't really on the chase yet, but next week the chase will start and should be pretty good rut action next week. So I'm hoping to get a doe down tonight before the rut starts next week. So stay tuned here with me and hopefully we should have some good action tonight. I watched the arrow pass right through her, and she took off down through here, and when she got to the edge of the thick stuff, I lost sight of her, but I'm pretty sure I heard her go down, right down here, so follow along and we'll get on this blood. I know she went right between these two trees, because I remember this tree with all the dead limbs on it.
What's that?
She's right there behind the pine tree.
Hey, nice job. I saw that white belly laying there.
Yeah.
Perfect shot. Nice exit hole though.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
yeah, nice mature doe. Good job.
yeah. We're gonna get her gutted out and get her out of here.
Awesome footage, Joe. Really nice.
Exactly what we're looking for. Good job.
Hey guys, Brandon Thomas from Rush Outdoors. And when I want to know what's going on in the great outdoors in New York State, I turn to the New York Outdoor News.
So who's up next, Norm?
Well, Bob, we got Ryan Mortensen with his son Marshall taking his first time in Wisconsin. This is great stuff.
It's April 16th. I heard some couples this morning. I'm here with Dad, with the filmer. It's opening day youth here in Wisconsin for turkey hunting. Stick around till I get a big turkey. Yeah, let's go.
Wow. Holy cow, man. What a cool hunt, wasn't it?
BBD, Big Bird Down.
BBD? Big Bird Down? That works. I am shaking like crazy. It is April 16th, the opening day of the Wisconsin Youth Hunt. And Marshall just shot his very first tom. He's 10 years old, and his brother beat him to it last year. But you got redemption.
Yes.
And they gave us the slip this morning. They went out the other side. They were gobbling like crazy in here. There's been 3 toms in this one group. I can't even stand still. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. But it's one heck of a bird. Looks like he's got about a 10-inch beard on him. About 3/4 inch spurs. So he's probably a 2-year-old. But
still huge.
Holding his composure, awesome. Again, these birds came in, we had the window up, and they walked right along on us here, and they're 20 yards away, and we couldn't shoot them. And we had hens within 10-15 yards of us, and he stayed calm, listened to what I had to say, and this tom came right in here, gave him a couple putts, and you blew him away, buddy. And I gotta try to limp my way out of here because I had ACL surgery a month ago. Are you shaking this bad?
My legs are here and there.
Now you're watching who?
Rush Uncut.
Hey, Norm, that really was great. That really, really was great. Congratulations.
I think it's only fitting that the title sponsor for Rush Uncut introduces Picture of the Week.
Picture of the week this week is Mark Dusenbaum with a nice turkey. Hey, Norm, how do you become a member?
Well, Bob, it's simple. Go to rushoutdoors.com, click on the Uncut logo, and it'll walk you right through it.
You can also come down to the New York Sportsman's Expo and go to the Rush booth and sign up there. And while you're there, you could also stop at the Moby Dick Charter booth, say hi.
So if anybody out there is looking for an awesome fishing experience, look no further than Moby Dick Charters. Go to mobydickcharters.com, and you're gonna have the fishing trip of a lifetime. We fish with Moby Dick numerous times a year and always have a great time and success.
And don't forget to rush outdoors
with a camera.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Fire Tower Doubles, Upstream Construction, Dryden Lawn and Recreation, Iron Skillet Seasonings, Four Seasons Archery, Briars Riverside Market, Woody's Maple Syrup, Prime Cuts Barbershop, JP Builders, Trucks and Stuff, Sales, Service, and Accessories, Wood Boat Brewery, IBEW 43, and IBEW 1249.
And there you have it. Running's great New York Sportsman's Expo. Do yourself a favor. Remember, the last weekend of January, State Fairgrounds, Syracuse, New York. Come on down, see the Rush Outdoors crew, and have a great time. For everyone at Rush Outdoors, I'm your host, Tim Andrus. We'll see you at the Expo.
For live updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
Can anyone say fresh back? Fresh back, that's a tough one to say.